Hello friends, myself Ashish Shukla. I have just started a YouTube channel for engineers who have just joined any IT or telecom company. Friends, this video will also help freshers to boost their Linux skills in hunting job as a system administrator and system engineer. Guys, once you join your company for the very first day, your team lead will give you some basic jobs like to create server daily utilization report and to monitor the server which is running either on Linux operating system or Windows operating system. So friends, I will explain you in this video how to take out the utilization report. So there are three commands you can use to take out the utilization report. So the first is the memory utilization. You can use any of the below three command free-k, which will help you to take out the memory in kilobyte, the second memory in megabyte, which is free-m, and the third command free-g, which help you to take out the memory in gigabyte. Now the second, disk utilization. So this command will help you to take out the free disk, whatever you are using while building the server, while installing the server, you can say. So out of total, what the disk you are using and what are the free disk available with you. So the third command is CPU utilization. So you can use top command and you can see a lot of parameters the top command has. This command will give you the more information about the system, like system uptime, system load, processes which is running on the servers, and also the CPU utilization, memory utilization. So we will see all the three outputs in a test setup which I have created on VMware workstation. So guys, I have installed three flavor of Linux: CentOS 6, CentOS 7, and RHEL Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6 test machine. So you can run any of the test machine and perform your task. You can use CentOS 7, so which is already running, and this is CentOS 6. You can run this virtual machine as well from here, power on this virtual machine. So I will perform all three commands on CentOS 7. So I have already logged in. I am just going to log out from the system. So I will type exit C. You will get this login page. So first enter your login name, root, and the password which I have created is root@123. You can create any username and password. So see, we are logging into the server. Now you can fire any command, you can use any of the command, but as if you are in the operation, you have to very specific where you have to use and what command you have to use. So for daily utilization report, we will use only three command, which I have already taught: memory utilization, CPU utilization, and disk. So first we will start with memory. Now before using this command, I will show you how to logging this virtual machine in a remote tool. Here I am using PuTTY. So you can see this is PuTTY, where you can use the IP address and log into the server. So to get the IP address, you just run ifconfig command. See, this is the IP address which I have given to the server, that is 192.168.20.10. Now I am using the same IP address in the PuTTY and I will try to log into the server. For this, there should be a networking between your server to this PuTTY. So there should be some networking so that your server can be accessible while from like anywhere or from internally it should reachable. So networking is always required. So I will show you the server is reachable to outside world as well. So you just enter the IP 192.168.20.10, which is the server IP, and the port 22 we are using for SSH You can change the SSH port as well to make it secure. So I will tell you in my next lectures how to change the SSH port and all. So you can open now. See, here you can see the login page. Now again use the login information, log root at the rate 123, the password. Now you are able to log into the system. You can check the IP address as well if config. Okay. Now I will increase the font size. So just give me a 1 second, please. So here you just go in Appearance, change, and use the big size so that you can easily see the clear screen. Now you can see the server IP is 192.168.20.10. So we'll start. So I'm just using clear to clear the screen. The first command to take out the memory. So we are going to use first one, free hyphen k. You see the memory in kilobyte. So total memory is 1.8 GB, where we have used 129 MB and 1.5 GB is still free in the server. And here you can see swap, that is 2 GB, and free same 2 GB. Swap is only used when your memory utilized almost 100%. That will eating the memory from swap. Then your system administrator should know now it's time to change the server, or you have to increase the resource, so you have to add more server into it. Now the second we are going to use the disk utilization for the daily report. So the command is df-h, or you can use any df-th. So there is a very slight difference where you can get the type as well while using this capital T, the partition where this drive is mounted and all. So see, our main motto is to see the size, right? So here you can see the total size is 17 GB, used 928 MB, and available is 17 GB. That means you are using only 6%, not much more. So your system administrator not need to worry much. So you have to take out these values and just update in the utilization tracker. So here 6% is using. So out of the total disk I have taken 20 GB. Over I have given 70 GB to root, and other for all other. This is the child directory, you can say. So which having all the information which I will tell you in my next video what these drive are doing, and why this partition are being made. So this I will tell you one slash boot where kernel having the information. Kernel images are kept here in slash boot partition. Now I will just clear the screen so that we can see the output of top command, which having a lot of information about your system. So I'm going to type the top command. Now you can see top. So your system is, you see, up for 1 minute 29 second, I think, and two users that are using. The first user is taking from VMware workstation, and second from PuTTY. So total two users are using over here, and this is the load average. So for this, the first one is for the load for first 5 minutes, and this is for next 5 minutes, that is 10 minutes, and this next 5 minutes is first 15 minutes. So the load is very minimal, very small, because we are not having any live traffic on the server. So it will not go up much, but in production you will see the load, because that server has a lot of traffic, because the services are running, live services are running on the server. Now you can see total number of tasks, one is running only, 101 is sleeping, so no zombie, zero stopped. And see CPU, idle, so you can get the CPU information over here. So 99.8% CPU is available, and 0.2% is used. Now memory you can see here in kilobyte. If you want the memory in megabyte and gigabyte, you can divide this by 1024, you will get in megabyte. Again you will divide 1024, you will get in gigabyte. That is a simple calculation. Now this is the PID, process ID, for all the processes which is used in the server. So like this you can get all the information and utilization report by entering all the values, CPU, memory and disk. Guys, do you know why this utilization report is important? Because this will help your management to decide whether do they need to purchase any resource to serve their customer or not. If any of the parameter cross the fixed threshold which they have fixed, either 80%, 90%, then the system administrator has to take necessary action and deploy extra servers to serve the customer without a fail, right? So friends, I will show you this server. You can reach to any server in the world. Like if I want to ping google.com, you can easily ping Google. See, the response is coming from Google server. So if you want to ping genex.tv, I don't know whether this website is available or not. I think it is not available. So, so whatever the website is there, you can ping. See, gmail.com, that is pinging on. See. Oh, you can ping Gmail as well. So you can ping any of the remote servers, and you can download any image, anything from internet directly by using wget command. I will show all the commands details in my next videos, hopefully. So friends, in my second video, I will help you to set up your own server so that you can use any command before using it on the operation servers. Guys, you should know operation servers are very critical, you know. You always think before using any command. Therefore, your own server will help you to know what other command will do, and it also help you to enhance your skills. So guys, see you in my next video. Please do like, comment and subscribe my channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of upcoming videos. Bye bye, take care guys. Thank you for watching this video.